All right, hey there YouTube. Well, Kyle back at you again with Kyle's Creations. Picked this guy up the other day for 40 bucks. Not bad. Don't know much about it. It's a Tecumseh engine. By what I can figure out, it's from the early 70s. I haven't found the model number on it yet. I know where to find the model number for the Briggs & Stratton, but I don't know. Yeah, it's on here somewhere. That'll give me a better idea once I find the engine number, approximately when this was made. But by what I can find, it's sometime in the early 70s. The only things I know about it, I've checked it out just a little bit, is it feels like it's got good compression. It's full of oil. And we are going to, this is going to be kind of more of a restoration, not a restoration. Just, clean it up. Obviously, I mean, just by looking at the carburetor, it's going to need stuff like that, Hopefully, the generator itself works. Haven't opened up any of this stuff yet. The story was, which the story's kind of fun. I love getting the backstories on some of this stuff, but the guy that I got it from, it was given to his dad. It was taken off of a work truck. It's probably used on a job site or on the back of some kind of utility truck. Nobody's ever tried to start it. It was given to the son. Hey, see if you can get this going. And then I bought it. So we'll see if there's any life left in her. I mean, worst case scenario, if the generator's shot, and it's, these generators you can buy. I did find some new old stock ones. Also, they got some other ones out there used. I mean, they run in the $250, $300 range, and at that price, it's probably just cheaper to just go out and get yourself a nice used generator, that's modern. But if that's the case, we'll see if we can't get the engine going and use it on a go-kart or mini bike or something else some other cool project that we can come up with for it. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna bring you back, when I kind of figure out a few different things. I'm just gonna start by, dribbling a little fuel down here and see if she'll fire up. Just pop off for a second, and then I can already see. The carburetor is gonna need to be gone through, and once we can get her to run a little bit, maybe I'll plug in a light over here, see if it, when I dribble some fuel down here, see if the generator gives us just a little bit of a flash of light out of the light bulb. And this is just a 120 volt model. It's not 240 as well. Here in Arizona, we don't really need a generator all that much. This would just be good for maybe on a job site or taking camping. I'm sure it's probably pretty loud. It's not going to be your super quiet model, but yeah, it'll be fun. I love bringing this old stuff back to life. That's kind of what we do here on this channel. Anything, anything that's old or useful that can be brought back to life, that's what we do. So I'll bring you back and let you know what I find. All right, guys, see you in a bit. All right, let me see if I can get you guys in here. All right, so we got the plug out of it. See if she's got some spark. Oh yeah, you guys can see that or not, but it's got plenty of spark. So we'll dribble a little bit of fuel down her and see if she pops off. See if she fires off. All right, well, that's a good sign. All right, let's see if that light bulb comes on. I forgot to put a light bulb on it there when we last got her going, but let's see here. Try it again. Okay, here we go. It wasn't super bright, but I did see, I don't know if it came up, but I did see that light bulb just barely come on. So looks like we got ourselves a winner. You know, the generator's probably fine. Just got to clean up the carb and you know, clean out the fuel tank. And you know, luckily, you know, the fuel tank is, you know, it's a plastic one, and that's how you kind of know it's a early mid 70s. Because in the 50s and 60s, these were all metal. Now, it could be a replacement, but I've seen quite a few of these, and just the sticker, that's whatever's left of it up there, probably says this is the original tank for it. So, you know, we'll do some restoration kind of stuff on this. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, new fuel lines. Well, this is a little bit tight, doesn't want to retract as well. You know, clean all this up. You know, we'll take a look at the wiring, go through there, see what's in there, and go from there, guys. So when I got something cool to show you, we'll get back to you. All right, thanks. All right, we're back here again. Got the new carburetor in. I did get a carburetor kit to rebuild the old one, but you know what, a lot of times I find on these older engines, you know, there's such small orifices inside these carburetors that a lot of times they just don't come back. You know, I know a lot of people don't like these knockoff, you know, Chinese carburetors, wherever the heck they're made, but for the most part I've had pretty good luck with them. But again, I've got the rebuild kit, still got the original carburetor, so if this one gives us a problem, you know, I can just use this. But other than that, I do have a new muffler for it. We're going to run it, see how loud she is. I don't have a decibel meter or anything. But, you know, we'll see how loud she is. And this one's supposed to be quieter. And heck, we'll see if we can even get this old rusty thing off. But other than that, we're going to put some gas to her and fire her up. I do have a new fuel filter, and I put a shutoff on it, which I didn't have before. You know, obviously a new fuel line, and she's been all cleaned up, and we should be ready to go. So let's see if we can't give her a fire up. Give her just a second here. Let the bowl fill up. You know, obviously this is the first time she's ever had fuel to it. You know, nice and ice cold. We've got the, let's see if I can get you in a shot here. That light bulb. Let's see here. That light bulb should come on. And, well, hopefully it does. Can't remember which way was choke. Probably no choke. That's probably choke. Well, let's give her a go. See how she runs. Okay. Well, it ran. Just want to double check to see which sides choke. And the light came on, so that's a good thing. She is noisy though. So that's choke. Okay, this one was pushing. Okay. So I was choking it, unfortunately, before. So that's my fault. I should have paid attention to that before I put the filter on. But get this filter on here. And we'll make a little bit of an adjustment. I haven't changed the oil in this thing yet. So we'll see if we can't get her to idle for us, and we'll go from there. All right. Well, it ran. Sounds pretty good. Seems to be running pretty good. I'll make some little adjustments to it. I'm going to open up the garage and let some of this smoke and gas burn out there, and we're going to start trying to I got to replace the replace with that. This one's supposed to be much quieter, lower decibels. We'll see. There doesn't look like there's much to it, but you know, we'll see, and we'll be back. Oh, well, ignore the mess. Unfortunately, like my wife says, I'm a little bit of a Tasmanian devil, but I got a lot of projects going on in here in a very small space. Yeah, well, I can't say very small because there's a lot of guys working out of much smaller, but it's small for me. So, but got the new muffler on there, and if you're going to do this, you're definitely going to need a pipe wrench on these old rusty joints. And I don't know how much quieter this is actually going to be, but a lot of times these old mufflers, you know, like this, like when I look through it, I can't see any kind of light. There's some packing in here, and you can see, you know, there's a drain and stuff. They just get clogged up with soot and crap over the years, and they just become very restrictive. So anyway, let's give her a fire up, see how she does, see if it's any quieter. Uh-oh. Well, it's hard to tell if it's really any quieter. I think it's a little quieter, but we definitely know it's, you know, a little bit freer flowing. And now that we got it warmed up, you know, the only thing left to do is give her an oil change and run her. You know, I don't really have you know, much of a use for a generator here in Arizona, but you know, you never know when you're going to need it. And you know, if the time ever comes, I'll have one. So, you know, obviously these things are not as efficient, you know, as your modern, you know, Honda generators or quiet, but you know, these old Tecumseh Briggs engines are pretty bulletproof. You know, they're a little bit smokers. This one's smoking just a tiny bit, but honestly, I don't know for a fact, but I don't think I've ever found one of these old engines that didn't smoke a little bit, you know. You know, it's pretty darn reliable. Apparently these generators are pretty much bulletproof, and you know, there's nothing in it. I know I didn't go through and show you what, you know, the electronics and stuff that were in it, but there's really nothing in it. You know, you got your generator, there's a what looks like some sort of regulator or rectifier that's changing the voltage, you know, and then it literally goes from that right to these plugs. There's no switches, there's no nothing. You know, so it's pretty simple. But you know, for the price, you know, I picked the unit up for $40. I think I got $10 or $12 on the carburetor. The muffler was $15. You know, a little bit of oil, new spark plugs, and fuel lines, stuff like that. And now the nice thing is, the carburetor did come with the new fuel filter and the shutoff. It all came in that same package, so I didn't have to pay anything extra for that. You know, I had the fuel line just kicking around. So I mean, you know, $60, $70 for a running generator. You know, you can't beat that. You know, a new modern one, even one that's been sitting around that needs a carburetor gone through, you're probably going to pay at least a couple $100 for it. So yeah, not bad. And it's, you know, we enjoy bringing this old stuff back to life, and you know, seeing it run again. I'd much rather not be as wasteful, you know, try and reuse as much of this old stuff as possible. I try to fix as many things as I can. You know, we live in a society that's, you know, just, oh, hey, it's broken, just replace it. You know, and a lot of things, I'm guilty of that too on certain things, because a lot of times it's just, you know, whether or not it's just a need, it's too time consuming, you know, this or that. Sometimes you just have to. You know, my cordless drill breaks down and I'm out on a job. Well, I don't have time to fix the drill. I can fix it later, but I need a drill to finish what I'm doing, you know, and so, you know, you got to go get another one. But, you know, in this case, it's kind of fun, you know, price is right, you know, it's still a good machine, it's still got a lot of life left in her, and, you know, as long as you take care of it, you know, we do the services on it. I didn't replace the air filter. It was nice and clean. I blew it out, you know, it wasn't all ratty and gross, you know. You know, we checked the valves, we did all, you know, kind of went through and just kind of, you know, made sure that everything was, you know, relatively in shape, you know. We lubed the pull starter, and, you know, I think she's good for another 20 years, you know. So, thanks for watching, and, you know, like I said, I always say, get out there, have some fun. You never know. Today could be your last, so go live it like it is. And, you know, get out there and fix some old equipment, and go ride your motorcycle, or go spend some time with your family and ride your motorcycle. But anyways, guys, take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.